Spurs led by 13 late in the third, led by 10 to start the fourth. Parker looks up at the shot clock. James all over him. 6 to shoot. Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good! Tony Parker ties the game with 1:27 remaining.
Tremendous defense by James. Incredible step-back jumper by Tony Parker.
Just his second three-pointer of the finals. James now kicks it out to Wade. Wade on the drive. Chalmers gets in the paint. Flips it inside. Stolen by Parker. Parker gets in the paint. Stops, spins, shot is good. Tony Parker, back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead.
One of the few possessions where Chalmers was on Parker. He takes advantage of them and gets the lead, but on the previous possession. What a shot by Tony Parker. Once known as a non-shooter, comes through and then matched up against the smaller Chalmers, spins away to give San Antonio a 2-point lead.
Parker struggling all game long shooting the ball. 2 of the biggest buckets of game 6. Tony Parker with an extraordinary minute here in the fourth quarter with a big three-pointer, then a steal, and then a two-pointer, and the Spurs up by 2. You see both teams with just 1 timeout remaining. Miami has a foul to give. They trail by 2 as they try and force a Game 7 facing elimination. What would be a bitter ending to their season here on their home floor. They've made a fabulous comeback. Can they do it again? Final minute. Parker picks up James. James pulls back. James backs in. Lost the ball. Duncan lost it. Picked up, and Parker has it. Ginobili drives inside. Fouled by Allen, and Ginobili will shoot 2 with 37 seconds remaining. What a turnaround here in the final minutes.
Well, Parker again gives him some space. Just loses the ball. And not playing cautiously. Continuing to attack. Good foul by Ray Allen.
Ginobili makes it a 3-point game. Amazing how a whole season can come down to making free throws. Four-point game. Again, Miami has just 1 timeout left. A 7-0 run for the San Antonio Spurs.
And they would like to get a 2-for-1 with 37 seconds to go. A quick shot.
James looks, sees an opening. Wild pass picked up by Ginobili. And he's fouled by Allen. Manu Ginobili will go to the line again with the Spurs leading by 4. An absolute stunning turnaround in the final minute and a half. You see James here. Looked like, was that a shot or a lob to Bosh?
It looked like it was a lob to Bosh.
Ginobili, meanwhile, misses what could be a huge free throw. There's still plenty of time. 28.2 remaining. One for 2. 5-point game. And a timeout call. Shooters out there. Boris Diaw going to come in for Tim Duncan. Kawhi Leonard will guard James. Diaw on the ball. Miller to inbound. Again, Miami does not have any timeouts remaining.
If you're going to give help, you give help off of Wade. You don't come off another 3-point shooter.
James catches, fires a 3. Way off. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Miller. Back out to James. Another 3. It's good. James knocks it down. seconds remaining. And the Spurs call their final timeout. A second shot opportunity. And James with a clutch three-pointer to keep their hopes alive.
He missed the first three, which was a good look. Then the scramble, Miller does a good job to shovel it to James. And then Kawhi Leonard had Boris Diaw open, but didn't want to inbound to him. And now, do you advance it or do you keep it there? You have no more timeouts. Much more difficult against this.
Finals in.
What do you think? People are going to rush the floor if you're San Antonio? Fans in Miami? Get them off the floor.
Bosh will sit down. Duncan will inbound.
And he is their normal late game inbounder.
2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. Duncan looking, has to get it in, finds Leonard. Leonard fouled by Miller, who did a good job fouling right away.
And a terrific pass by Tim Duncan to get that ball in bounds.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2 tonight, 9 for 11 in these NBA Finals.
If he makes the first one, if I'm Eric Spoelstra, I am not putting Chris Bosh in the game.
During the regular season, Kawhi Leonard, 82% from the line. A lot of pressure on a 21-year-old in his first NBA Finals.
And with Duncan out, attack the rim. They're not going to come off a three-point shooter. You can score quickly.
Clutch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the three right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. But the officials are going to review to see if Allen was behind the line. Chris Bosh with a huge offensive rebound. And now instant replay, enormous. From our vantage point where the fans are, we couldn't see if Allen was, but that was the signal.
And Mike, Tim Duncan out of the game leads to the second shot, and clearly a three-point shot. But because they were trying to prevent the three, they take Duncan out, who is their best rebounder. Ray Allen is able to reestablish and knock in the game-tying three. 2
possessions in a row that Duncan came out and they failed to get the defensive rebound. Now, because of the instant replay rule, the Spurs, who don't have any timeouts, had a chance to discuss their final play. They confirmed that it was a three, and the Spurs had a chance to talk this over, even though they didn't have any timeouts. That's the one flaw in the instant replay rule at this particular time in the game. Now, they have plenty of time, 5.2.
And remember, end of the half in game 5, Tony Parker went end to end. James was not on him. James is on him now. And I like not guarding the inbounder.
Here goes Parker, final seconds. Parker on the drive, puts it up. Overtime here in game 6. What a roller coaster ride here in the 4th quarter as the Spurs and Heat are deadlocked at 95.
Tony Parker, good push, ends up taking a fadeaway, one-legged jumper. Good support by Chris Bosh. Not even close.
The Miami Heat still alive. And Ray Allen, the best three-point shooter in NBA history, regular season and playoffs, with the clutch shot of his life. This presentation of the NBA Finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Overtime is next. Game 6 of the NBA Finals will go to overtime. Miami down by 5 with 21 seconds remaining. Able to come back, capped off, but Ray Allen knocking down the three-pointer with 5 seconds left to tie the game. They held on the defensive stand, and 5 minutes up on the clock here in Game 6.
And Mike, if you had to do it all over again,